home or their atmosphere where they feel that yes, it is this place where I can call shot. They'll say, "Pani lao, mera mera juta wahan se utha ke udhar rakh do." You know, this kind of attitude is developed by the parents themselves for the children. But there are good parents who ensure that the child from the day one, both the genders, the girl and the boy, they are self-reliant, they do their work themselves. Those children who start doing their work themselves, the result that comes later in their life when they become young and they when start fulfilling the aspirations of their life, that becomes very handy. So in the knowledge factor, it is not the school or the college what knowledge from the book or the informations the children gather. It is very important that they are given the knowledge of how to lead their life. They should be taught that they should do their work themselves. They should not be, somebody should not call them every morning, get up, it is time to get up. Somebody has to educate the children in such a way that they become self-disciplined. So I will just take few points that what are the basic requirements to be a self-reliant person. A self-reliant person will be a self-starter. He is not dependent on it. He is self-disciplined. He sets his own goals of the life. Self-confidence he has got. And he takes initiative in everything. He learns to face insult, criticism, and rejection in the life. Because very important is facing criticism and being insulted sometimes and being rejected sometimes. When the person learns to how to handle this, then he automatically becomes more confident. Once his confidence he gains, his thinking changes. So the second most important series of things that he has to look into is the thinking should be very independent. He should know why he is here in this planet Earth and what is the task he wanted to achieve in this life. That is a very, very important issue that everybody should be knowing. And once they understand this, then their independent thinking will start giving them a plan of action. They should embrace their individuality in so strong way that they should strive towards their own goals without any ifs and buts. They should generate the qualities of bravery. Like a soldier in the warfare, they should be taught how to handle the situation there. There can be any situation in the soldier's life. In farmer's life also there will be some kind of things which will be very disturbing because it is not known to anyone at that time. But we will take a soldier as a best example. We'll also take a sportsman as a best example. You can take many sportsmen in the world, they go through injuries. When they get injured, everybody around them say, will he come back to play or not? But many of them have proved their mentors and their friends and peers wrong by coming back in the arena and playing and performing better than the previous. What is this? Because they accept what they are. The fundamentally their conscious tells them what they are, and they develop their own strength. They don't depend on somebody's strength. They are very clear that their inner confidence, they never allowed it to go down. They make their own decisions. They accept what is their weaknesses, their commission and omissions, and always try to do better and better. They decide what is the course of action they want to take and how they want to go along and reach their set pattern of the goal. They are the people who gather brick by brick and make a palace. They are not the people who expect somebody to give them a palace. They take every small seed in their hand and keep on planting them. And there is a poem on this, I can just tell you. Kinare par, this poem goes like this. एक एक यदि पेड़ लगाए तो तुम बाग बना सकते हो क्योंकि तुम आत्मनिर्भर हो. एक एक पेड़ तुम लगाओ तो तुम बाग बना सकते हो, क्योंकि तुम आत्मनिर्भर। एक एक ईंट जोड़कर तुम घर बना सकते हो, क्योंकि तुम आत्मनिर्भर। एक एक अक्षर को जोड़कर, एक एक अक्षर को जोड़कर तुम ज्ञान बना सकते हो, और ज्ञान बना के अपने को विद्वान बना सकते हो, क्योंकि तुम आत्मनिर्भर। कामयाबी तुम्हारी इंतजार करती है, क्योंकि तुम आत्मनिर्भर। The very conceptualization is that he is learning that how to do things in a proper way and move forward. He doesn't believe in sitting at the bank of a river and allow the river to give a way to him. किनारे पे बैठे रहने से नदियां पार नहीं हो. The one who sits at the bank of the river, he do not cross the river. To cross the river, he needs to understand that he has to pass through the water. आत्मनिर्भर व्यक्ति को ही उसकी मंजिल मिलती है, क्योंकि उसमें एक खासियत होती है, that is he always wanted to do things on the right way, depending on himself, not on others. So self-reliant is something that if we start inculcating in our school education and our family education, wherever parents have the opportunity to keep telling their children during their dining tables or their holidays, that these are the things they should tell them, that how things happen. Because if child doesn't learn, if the student, the youngster do not have a belief on himself, he doesn't have a qualities of self-reliant in him, then the country also cannot become self-reliant. Atmanirbharta is only possible with individuals coming together with the confidence on themselves. Those who have confidence in themselves, those are the people who create a country of Atmanirbhar. So the very nature's design is the person who want to achieve is self-reliant. He must always have patience, understanding, and he should travel and tread the right path. He should never compromise on anything. That is the only way a person can be self-reliant. Thank you very much for giving me this time.
So it was a beautiful thing that yes, we need to be self-reliant, and if we are self-reliant, then it will be good for everybody, because we will be depending only on ourselves, and that is the mantra to be successful. So this is what you told in the beginning as well, and this is what we've learned from you. And so thank you very much, Guruji, to have reinforced the entire thing for us, because Atmanirbhar is what our Prime Minister Modi ji also says. And he also has started called Atmanirbhar Plan. So thank you so much, sir. And over to you, Nandini.
Yes, ma'am.
Continuing with that on curiosity.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, you'll have to help me. Is it fine?
I want you to switch on your video.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Perfect. We can see it. So this is a shadow puppet play which Nandini is trying to do. So enjoy it as it goes. Now you have to tell me, what is it that's going to come here in the jungle? Welcome to the jungle. Coming out there. Oh, I can see a peacock. Wow. Increase the music, Nandini.
Okay, so now, long time back, there lived an elephant without a trunk. Can you see that it doesn't have a trunk, but it has a small nose? What happened with the small nose? It could move it side to side, but this elephant could not pick up things, and it has to wait for the fruit to fall from the tree. It could not reach the fruit on top of the tree. But you know something about this elephant? a baby elephant, it was full of curiosity, like our children. And he used to ask so many questions. Every time, whatever he used to see around, he had some doubt. One day, what happened? This baby elephant, he met one of his friend in the jungle who was, can you guess who is this? It's an ostrich. The baby elephant saw the ostrich and he asked, Ostrich, why does your tail feather grow so fast? But the ostrich did not have an answer for it. So it just moved away from the baby elephant. And the next day, again, when the elephant was walking in the jungle, you know whom he met? He met a tall, long-necked giraffe. He asked the giraffe, Hello, my friend. Why do you have so many spots on your skin? Now the giraffe was like, why this baby elephant is asking so many questions to me? I don't know. And he also passed away from the baby elephant. Now the baby elephant was so sad. And then he also met one of his friend in the jungle. He lived in water and he is fat. Who is this? Comes the hippo. He asked the hippo, Hi hippo, why is your eye so red? Now the hippo did not have an answer. The hippo didn't answer. It also passed away from the baby elephant. Everyone was thinking, why is this baby elephant always asking questions to everyone? Now, what happened? One fine morning, the baby elephant was sitting beside a tree. And he was very sad. He was very, very sad. And then, all of a sudden, who is coming up? He saw a bird and he went quickly towards the bird and he asked, Can you please help me? Now the bird asked, What happened to you? Why are you sad? I have so many questions, but nobody is helping me. I am full of curiosity, but without an answer for it. Okay, don't worry. I am going to help you. You go towards the bank of the river and you will find one of them to answer all your questions. And the bird flew away far. Now, the baby elephant was all set to go towards the bank of the river. But this bank of the river was very far. So, he carried bananas and sugarcane with him and traveled towards the bank of the river very slowly. He had bananas munching. He sang the song, la 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 la. I am going to get an answer. And he was very happy. Because the bank of the river was too far, it took very long for the elephant to move towards the bank of the river. When he reached, he saw a log and then slowly he came towards the bank of the river and he stepped on the log. Hey, wait! It's not a log! It's a crocodile. He says, Hello, my friend. Can you help me? The crocodile asked, What do you want? Why are you here? The elephant said, I'm searching for one of the friend who is called, what is his name? I forgot. Crocodile. Can you show me where is the crocodile? The crocodile started laughing. I am the one whom you are searching for. Why are you searching me? Who? You are the one I'm searching? I had never seen a crocodile. And I have so many questions. After seeing you, crocodile, I want to know, what do you eat for your dinner? The crocodile was, wow, I found a nice dinner for today. And the crocodile said, oh, really? Can you come little closer so that I can help you? Slowly the elephant went nearby. And what do you think the crocodile did? It caught hold of his tiny nose, started pulling. Hey, hey, crocodile, leave me, leave me. The crocodile started pulling his tiny nose, but could not. Somehow the elephant started pull, and somehow it escaped from the crocodile. Children, do you know what happened to the elephant now? Can you guess? The elephant came back with a long trunk. Can you all see how big, how long is the trunk? So now this baby elephant was very happy, but he didn't know what happened to his tiny nose. It became so long. But when he went near the tree, he could easily pick up the fruits from the tree. He did not want to wait for the fruit to fall. He was so happy. And when he came back to his house, he met all of his friends. He met the peacock, he met ostrich, and he said, friends, do you all know? Now, see, I have a long trunk. I can lift things, I can move things, and I can also reach for the fruit which is on the tree. I am so happy, but I was in trouble. You know, with the crocodile, I was in trouble. Next time, I will always take one of my friends or my parents' help when I want to search an answer for my question. Now the elephant was very happy in the jungle with a long trunk for it. So children, this story was written by
Rudyard Kipling.
and I hope you all enjoyed this story. Did you all like the story?
Yes, we all liked it.
So thank you. See you soon again.
So over to you for the moral of the story. Of course, she talked about the curiosity, sir. So I think you are muted. Sir, we can't hear you.
She should conclude it by few lines. That will be better.
Yes. Can you just continue the moral of the story? This one, Nandini?
Yes, ma'am. 1 second.
Yeah.
I was switching on the light. So this elephant was full of curiosity. So he did not inform his parents or any of his friends, but he went to the crocodile to find the answer. But what happened? He was in the trouble. The crocodile had caught him. But somehow this elephant, it got escaped. If not, he was in trouble. So children, curiosity is very good, okay? But you should always take advice from your parents, teachers, or any of your friends who can help you.
Otherwise, you could have got into trouble also. Yes. You could have got in major trouble. It's the children. Because if you have been caught by the crocodile, what would have happened then? It would have been a major problem for him, right?
Yes.
It's always good to take the help of the elders. Now, sir, over to you.
So what I understand from her story is that everyone should have their curiosity under his control. They should not overstretch it and do adventures. And there is a risk. The nose can be lengthy or nose can be bitten into two pieces also. So in the night, if the children do not understand, when they're very young, they want to go out and play, do cycling and all, there are chances of getting hurt, injury, and all this is there. But what I suggest is curiosity should not be curbed. It should be the only basis, because that is one point where the research of scientific innovations takes place. If inquisitiveness and curiosity is killed in a person just because of caution order, then there will be no successful innovations. So my way of thinking of this story is caution is there required. elder support is required. But my also support is for the adventure of the youth showing their curiosity to take forward.
Yes.
Because unless they do that, see what happened on Monday, I met one of the renowned scientists of India, Mr. Vijay Raja. He is such a top scientist, you cannot believe it, that he has invented various products. One of the product he invented is the product called from COVID prevention. It is an electronic instrument. If you fix in your house, 1,000 square feet of the house, it will be totally taken control. When I went there to their office headquarters, they told me to remove the mask. They said no social distancing. Nothing is required. And this they are following since March 24th. That instrument is helping them, the COVID virus, to keep away from the campus. So unless somebody takes a risk, see, curiosity is a strength of a scientist. He told me that we are curious people. We always love to think differently. So the youngster, the children who is listening, I am seeing one young boy who is listening me. What is his name? Who is Power? What is your name? I'm not able to see your name. Sanskriti Power. Eh? These are the children who have got a lot of inquisitiveness. So it should be allowed to flourish. It should not be killed. So both way we have to look at it. Thank you very much. You are muted. Voice is not coming.
Yes, the fastest fingers questions to you, Manju.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So definitely, I mean, Nandini ma'am, would you want to give us some tips on shadow play before I start with the questions?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. So I'll just take two of it to just show how to make. You can just make a cutout of the animal, any animal that you like, okay? And I've just used one stick. It's a normal stick, okay? And I've put a tape which can move on both the sides. So this helps you to control the puppet. See, I can move it, I can twist, okay? And if you want these things, you can just cut out using a cutter, the same way I've done with the crocodile also. Angle so that it looks that its skin is pokey. And it's very easy, and you can use your hands also to make any shadow, like a peacock, which can dance, or like a deer. See, it looks almost like a deer when you see in the shadow. So children, I want all of you to try such things and come with most innovative ideas.
Nandini, the presentation is excellent.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
All right, so let's get started with the fastest finger question. So the first question, when Guruji started his speech, when he started narrating and talking about how to become self-reliant, he mentioned about a small poem. Can you tell me the first line of the poem? The first line and the theme of the poem. The first line and the theme of the poem. Please mention it in the chat box at one go. So I repeat my question. Sir had mentioned a small poem, the theme of the poem, and the first line of it. Okay, I'm getting the theme of the poem, but the first line.
Atmanirbhar.
That's the theme, the first line of the poem.
Chitralekha C has raised her hand. Yes, Chitralekha C. Not cross the river. Atmanirbhar. Getting so many answers.
Okay, so I think Guruji, can you just let us know if it is the correct answer?
No, it is about एक एक पेड़ लगाओगे तो तुम बाग बना दो.
Yes, that's the first line. The theme, yes, of course, Atmanirbhar. But the first line, none of them have mentioned. So yes, Guruji, the first line is ek ek ped lagao. So that's the correct answer. I believe no one has answered that part. They have only mentioned about the theme. Thank you, Guruji.
What
Now I
happened to
come.
Sharavati? Where is Sharavati today?
She has written.
She missed it. How?
Sharavati is there.
And she missed it.
Yes.
My God. चलो
All
ठीक है आगे बढ़िए.
Yeah. So my
bolo
second
Manju.
question is the elephant, when he started his journey, the first animal or the bird, can you name the first animal or the bird? The first, please type it in the chat box. Nandini, I would request you to have a close look at the answers.
Yes, ma'am. The first one was from Sharavati, peacock.
Correct. The next question, the third animal or the bird. Nandini, I need your help.
And I'm waiting for the answer, ma'am. It's giraffe, crocodile. Any more? Crocodile. Crocodile was the last one whom the baby elephant met. Ostrich was the first one. The second was the giraffe. And who came next?
So the third one, the correct answer is
Sharavati,
Nandini.
ma'am, again. Hippo. Hippopotamus was the third one.
Okay. Now, my next question. Two fruits that the elephant carried while going towards the bank of the river. Two fruits. At one go, I request you to type it at one go. Multiple typing of the answers will not be considered at one go.
Banana and sugar cane. Sharavati. She's quick in typing also.
So that's the correct answer, Nandini
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Banana and sugarcane. Okay. Now the last question. The story that was narrated by Nandini ma'am, can you let me know the author, the writer, the one who wrote the story?
Okay, it's Sanskriti Power, ma'am.
Who is that? Yes. Rudyard Kipling.
So who's the first one to answer this?
Sharavati.
Sharavati, okay, yes.
All right. So ma'am, I'm done with the fastest finger. Now coming to the contest of the week. So the contest of the week, Nandini ma'am gave you some good tips how to create, how to make those puppets, the shadow puppets. So again, the challenge remains the same, that you need to create your story with the help of puppets. That is a shadow play, and create a video of it. Create a video, and either you can post it on your Facebook and tag TGSB, or you can come directly to TGSB page and post it. I'm sharing the link of the Facebook so that you can post your videos. Yes, ma'am, I'm done. Ma'am, you are on mute.
I said that's fantastic. And it was beautiful the way the story was narrated. I think it was a very beautiful combination of curiosity as well as being self-reliant. And that's what the whole thing was all about. And here I think you can connect the curiosity and self-reliance, Nandini. I can do that because if you are self-reliant and you're depending upon yourself and also on your intelligence to say that, yes, I need help from others. And instead of that, and you should always keep yourself safe. You should not get into trouble. And so all these things all connected, in fact. So thank you so much, Nandini, for a beautiful story. I think it could have been two stories interwoven, but because you have taken up a very beautiful shadow play, I think you also gave tips how to do this shadow play and how to do the cutouts. It was a DIY combination with the shadow play. I think many of them would have got the cue. Yes. And probably with the next DIY, we can bring out this kind of things, like how to make such things where you can make stories and puppets, because these are kind of cutout puppets. We can call them like that. Yes. So thank you so much, sir. And a very warm namaste to you all. And please stay tuned on Sunday. Every Sunday we have celebrities coming here to talk. And we have this talk show of Katha Sangra every Wednesday. This time we had on Thursday. Next week again, we'll have it on Wednesday. And Thursday we have the DIY workshop. So thank you so much. Stay tuned on at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Thank you so much, sir. A warm namaste, new namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manju, to have coordinated with everybody. And I think we had a lovely, lovely audience. I could see plenty of people today, in fact. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.